Well, can you actually believe this? Although, to be honest, nowadays nothing would surprise me with Labour, but apparently some Labour councillors are actually suggesting that asylum seekers should be housed smack dab in the middle of town centres. And because leaked emails apparently revealed that their bright idea of placing them near shops, schools, GPs and public transport is to apparently to help them to, wait for this, integrate faster. And get this, combat the racist apparently rhetoric. And honestly, I don't know about you, but I think this is beyond belief, because at the end of the day, they're here illegally, aren't they? And even Councillor Gillian Harris said that they should be placed near amenities rather than isolated on ships like the BEEEEEER Stockholm, or apparently out in the countryside. I mean, seriously, these people entered the country illegally, didn't they? And instead of being actually securely detained, we're meant to roll out the welcome mat or something like that. And it seems help them set in comfortably. At the end of the day, though, I don't know about you, but what message does it actually send out? It undermines surely the entire process of illegal migration, or immigration rather, setting a very dangerous, in my opinion, precedent that could potentially encourage more unlawful entries. And let's face it, at the end of the day, we do not know what criminal records most of the time a lot of these people have or don't have, so they could be quite a serious danger to everyone who lives here, surely. But unfortunately, it doesn't stop there, because then there's Councillor Jason Horton chiming in saying asylum seekers will be placed in Havant Borough at some point. This is simply going to happen. Well, isn't he very nice? That makes me think, oh, is it now? What else is going to be happening? Without even asking, remember, how the local communities actually feel about it. The arrogance, I don't know about you, but the arrogance is staggering, isn't it? Where is the consideration for the residents who will directly experience the impact of these decisions? Community voices are being completely disregarded, it seems, in favour of political agendas. And thankfully, though, former Home Secretary Suella Braverman isn't having any of it. She quite rightly called for both councillors to resign, saying they're completely out of touch with the public, and she is quite spot on in my opinion. This is absolutely outrageous, isn't it? If they are so eager to help, then why don't they take these people into their own homes, and then they can have the joy of experiencing it instead of sitting up in their ivory towers, presumably. It's easy for them to make sweeping decisions when they're not personally affected by the consequences, isn't it? And let's not forget, actually, the Home Office's Operation Scatter, closing 210 migrant hotels and moving asylum seekers into other housing, pushing out local families aside. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that they should have been staying in hotels. I personally think they should be staying in something like the BEEEEEER Stockholm, or even better yet, deported back to the safe country of France, where they actually came from most of the time, eh? In fact, all the time more than likely. Because it seems, doesn't it, that streets and houses meant for communities are being handed over and councils are left in the dark, unable to plan properly. In fact, how are local authorities able to manage resources effectively when decisions are being made without their input or forewarning? And unfortunately for the councils that are making the decisions, it seems that they all tend to be Labour ones and are all just happy along to go along with, eh? And it's all happening most of the time, apart from them more than likely, behind closed doors with zero accountability. It makes me wonder what's next, entire neighbourhoods presumably handed over without a word to the people who's actually lived there. And let's face it, it's not just about housing, is it? It's about the erosion of local autonomy and sidelining of public opinion. And I don't know about you, but personally I think it's high time that our leaders actually stood up, listened to the public and put our British communities first. We deserve transparency, respect and a say in decisions that affect our daily lives. But anyway, what do you all think about this? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos. So make sure you click that subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.